What's up, everybody, and welcome back to All Sports Media TV. I am your host, KJ the Great, and we about to talk about it. Some breaking news in the sport of boxing. But first things first, I want to say I hope and pray everything is great your way. Now, one of the top, in my opinion, top five pound for pound female fighters. Oh yeah, we talking women's boxing. Let me clear that up. Keep women's sports, protect women's sports at all costs. But yeah, one of the top five, in my opinion, pound for pound fighters in female boxing has announced her retirement from boxing. The one and only Seniesa Super Bad Estrada. 26 wins, no losses, no draws, 9 wins by way of knockout. As I said, she's undefeated. And this for me comes as a shock. Now, over the last, say, year and a half or something like that, she did deal with a little injury where she had to get surgery on her hand. And she had a rough fight prior to her undisputed fight with Yokasta Valle earlier this year in March. And she made it through. She won the fight. And then the undisputed match with Yokasta Valle got set, and she won that fight as well. A lot of controversy surrounded that fight due to a head clash that, out of Valle's camp, said seemed like it was intentional. And by the way her head was moving early on in that fight, it seemed that the headbutt was intentional. But nonetheless, Seniesa Estrada came out on top and became undisputed. She announced her retirement today in a lengthy letter, lengthy post, stating that, physically and mentally, um, she's just not in the sport anymore. And that's what I be talking about when I be telling people about boxing is it's the type of sport that you cannot be 1 foot in, 1 foot out, because you will get yourself hurt. You'll get yourself hurt in the worst way. Um, Kudos to her acknowledging and accepting where she's at. 26 wins, no losses, no draws. She retires undefeated. A few female fighters have retired undefeated, or maybe with one loss on their record. For me, I think with all that she accomplished, multi-weight division champion, um, think I'm not ready to say she's, you know, one of the greatest of all time, but she definitely has an argument. She definitely has an argument to be the best of all time at her weight class. She fought everybody. The only thing that people are going to say is, oh, well, she did this because she didn't want to fight Yokasta Valle in a rematch. I was looking forward to a rematch, or I was just looking forward to her fighting again, period. But was it necessary after a unanimous decision like that? Maybe, maybe not. Did I want to see her try out one more weight division? That was something I thought about, maybe she could do. Um, but my hat's off to her. This is why I keep up with women's sports and women's boxing in particular, because these women, they give their all, they give their bodies up for the sport. They put 100% into the sport as much as possible. And it goes a lot of times unrecognized. And that's just throughout the history of women's boxing. Um, you know, you look at the pioneers of the sport, your Mia St. John's, Christy Martin, Ann Wolf, Frida Gibb, Layla Ali, all of them, they all got some good recognition, but not the type of recognition that you would expect. Um, Even a percentage of what the men get. But in today's sport, it is definitely, the light is being shined on women's sports. They're fighting on massive cards. They're main eventing their fights. Um, They're starting to fight 3 minutes and in rounds now. We've had women fight consecutively 12 round fights now. So the sport is growing a lot. And I believe you can put Seniesa Estrada as one of those path layers who push the sport in the right direction. She definitely is um a role model, a type of person that you would want a little girl to look up to as a fighter or just in everyday life. She definitely she seems like a really good person, and I wish her all the best outside of this sport. So let me know what you guys think about this. Was this as shocking and surprising to you? Because it was to me. Thank you, Yocosta. Excuse me. Thank you, Seniesa Estrada. Super bad for all you've done for the sport. Wish well wishes to everything that comes afterwards. Peace.